Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more of The Bard's Tale 4. Now previously, in the last episode, I gained a comment about the audio levels. Apparently the game music was quite loud and at times I could not even be heard. So I've gone into the options menu, I've turned down the music volume significantly, I've turned down the sound effects and all other things a little bit as well. And hopefully it should be easier for people to hear me now. But this does mean I'll need to reiterate a lot of points I made in the previous episode. Look at this. Just look at this for a moment. Look. Gingery orange hair, dark brown over here. It was black in the opening cutscene. There is clearly something seriously inconsistent about this character. Overall, my feeling is that the graphics feel dated, but fun. And I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. I'm getting this feeling that, honestly, I've seen graphics this good, 7 or 8 years ago. So I'm going to try not to focus on the graphics. But in all of the trailers I've seen gorgeous world art, monsters, wonderful stuff. At no point did things look this dated. Now, I'm not saying the characters look old-fashioned or anything.
Eh?
I'm saying the art, the way the art has been executed, like angles. In the NPC conversations, for example, the angles of his face was just squashed in and pinched at the bottom with that sort of rushed 90s look.
Ready.
It looks kind of old. And that's okay. I just need to think about that. I also should reiterate that I haven't had much experience of the first 3 games in the series. I got to play them a little bit. Around 1989, 1990, 1991, one of those 3 years. I played a little bit of each of them, not very much, but they left a lasting impression. Now, we've just used this ancient stone to save our location, and there's something bright and gold on the auto map over there.
You fools! You let them scatter!
Uh-oh.
Now we shall have to drag them out again! The people must see what a danger these outcasts are! Find them! Find
We're
them!
the danger? Who set fire to the guild?
Aye. And who keeps hanging innocent folk?
Yeah, that looks really bad. However, I can attack through the wall? Yeah, something else I wanted to say was this game feels rather buggy. Being able to attack through the wall there feels very wrong, so I'm not going to do it. I am, however, going to be cautious because we're probably going to run into those sods if we're not careful. Can I attack through this wall as well? And can they attack through the wall? If so, we need to be very careful. Hey, what's this? Can I? There's something behind these briars here, these brambles. There's probably a way through. Might it involve a song? A magic song?
Aye.
Here.
No, maybe not. Well, okay, I'll be cautious and head onwards towards the big blue arrow. Wait. Serpent... I presume that's a T. Serpent... The serpenal.
More paladins. Can't let them spot us. Edge left and stick to the shadows. The Adventurers Guild is just around the corner.
All right. Though after what they did.
Shadows. I hope this isn't noisy. I mean, it's blatantly noisy. It should be. Water and some more crow squeezings. We got some fairy dust here. I mean, that should make a lot of noise and send them running, right? More water. Let's just... I mean, are we seriously supposed to step in this blue spot here just to... Yeah. Get the next waypoint. Oh dear. Yep, here comes some dangerous... I have been warned there's dangerous combat coming up ahead. Watch out, those enemies will wipe the floor of you, so you best steer clear. If you look at an enemy group from a moderate distance away, you can detect how strong they are compared to you. Green enemies are easy, yellow enemies are even, orange enemies are challenging, and red enemies are impossible, so basically a traffic light system, right?
Even for heroes such as ourselves.
Yeah.
I fear this fight will be too much.
Yeah, that's basically a no. That is, do not go even remotely. Oh god.
Death awaits us if we take this fight. But I am ready.
Oh, it's for they all count as one group. I see, I see. Well, obviously, I'm going to make as much noise as possible. Smash that barrel open and get some mushrooms. And while he's over there, just going to nip along here. Hugging the wall. And what's in here? Why, a splintered staff. There we go. Now let's maintain our cover. Here. And then...
What is that?
That's a bad sound.
One leg, one arm. Is it a Fashan? I've sung songs about them, but I never thought I'd seen one.
All the monsters of legend.
Oh, I think it's seen us. Yep! Spotted! Alright, Fashan. Okay, he's channeling. Watch out! That Fashan is focusing its hypnotic eye! It'll kill everyone in front of it if you don't move your adventurers out of the way before it fires. You can also stop an enemy by focusing by hitting them with mental damage. Rabbie's head knocker ability deals mental damage. Give it a try.
Ready?
Alright, Rabbie. It needs a direct forward alignment. Means you need to be here. Okay. No. We don't want it.
Ready.
I need you to move over here.
Here.
Shift, mister.
Stepping by.
Have it. I believe that's the end of our turn, unfortunately. Uh-oh. He's doing it again.
At your command.
Come on. Can you just move?
Please excuse me.
Ready.
Wait.
Stepping by.
Oh! Bollocks! Yeah, I can't move. Why can't I move him again? Shit. Oh well, he's dead.
Hunt.
One of your adventurers has been incapacitated. They're not dead, and if you win the fight, they'll stand back up with 25% of their health. Well, that was me thinking I had to stun it every turn, whereas instead, I actually... Seriously?
May I pass?
Good God, this is going to be a merry dance, isn't it? Alright then, well we're just going to skip over here. Give it a wallop. I mean, at this point, I just want to reload, because that was a stupid mistake to do with ability countdowns. However, yeah, I might not get a lot of choice on the matter.
May I pass?
There we go. Okay. Yeah, keep that for Sean moving.
Please excuse me.
There we go. Because it is just as simple as... Okay, yeah, we need both of them here. Oh, bugger, oh well. Alright, just...
May I pass?
Oh, that doesn't look good. Well, okay then.
Beg your pardon.
Alright. And just keep on dancing.
Please excuse me. I cannot
Yeah.
continue.
Well, that was a learning experience, wasn't it? We have been defeated. Ah, well, that's a shame. A brand new experience. And now the horror. The horror of the extremely long loading screens this game seems to suffer from. So my overall impression is that I'm having a fair bit of fun, but this game really needs a few months of patches before it will be really worth showing off. And when it has been patched up, it'll be great to enjoy. I've also heard there's a few issues. There's one point where it's possible to mess up a maze completely by accidentally using a single-use key that is the only key that can open a specific door. Can also be used to open other doors as well. And that might actually break the entire game's progression. So yeah, there are issues, let's say. Fundamental issues. However, I'm still having a lot of retro fun here. Even if there is no way that's any kind of dwarf I've been familiar with. That's like an Argonite dwarf from the Land of Argyle setting. At best. And that's putting it very politely. And we're still loading. It says, cabbages for everyone! Eating food items will heal the whole party! I wonder if these load times will be improved with a patch or not. Who knows? But we finally got back through the horrific loading screen of Doom to repeat our previous experiences.
You fools! You let them scatter! Now we shall have to drag them out again! The people must see what a danger these outcasts are! Find them! Find them!
We're the danger? Who set fire to the guild?
Aye. And who keeps hanging innocent folk?
Well, obviously, it's these Fatherites. You know, they're pretty nasty and horrible. They don't like people very much. Can I interact with that? No. Almost hoped I could. Well, back here.
More paladins. Can't let them spot us. Edge left and stick to the shadows. The Adventurers Guild is just around the corner.
All right. Though after what they did.
You know, lady, you never finished that sentence. Just going to grab all these things again. So I did play a little bit with my first save as well, up to this same point. And the contents of containers are definitely randomized. However, I opened them all there to see if it would be the same or not, and it seems that while they're randomized by save, not on maybe loading the area randomizes them. I don't know, but essentially they had the same things as last time. just gonna get in here. And we'll shuffle these around again. And we'll wait till he's backed off. We get to see him on the auto map, so we don't even need line of sight. That is a pity. So the auto map, well, we know it displays everything and anything. Right, now this Fachan.
What is that?
Aye. One leg, one arm. Is it a Fashan? I've sung songs about them, but I never thought I'd see one.
First strike! Take that, Fashan! We'll Fashan you and the Fashaning, Fashan.
Here.
Right, Rabbie. Yeah, what for? We want to save the head knocker for next round.
Ready.
You know what? We want one of you to move right now. Here to go. All right. So same as last time. Although now we are just dodging. We are dodging.
Please excuse me.
On your word.
We got it here.
Stepping by.
Command me.
And smack it one. Hooray! Oh, seriously? I'm out of action points. What else was I going to do? Alright. We'll have an attack. And a move.
I beg your pardon.
On your word.
And an attack. Okay. Bring it on for Sean. Oh, come on. That's kind of perfect.
Ready for orders. May I pass?
Here. Pardon.
Go there, and then bugger his spell up. Yeah, that's right. I like the way he did a little double take there. Oh god, seriously. Oh, that's okay.
At your command.
Lady, get the hell over there.
Excuse me.
And then you can attack him,
Ready.
and you can attack him as well. Hey! And then he'll kill the empty space. Excellent! Alright, Fashan. What else are you gonna do? It's still your turn, enemy. Alright, she's in trouble. You know, though. No.
Let me just.
Hey, that's
Command
not what I... Okay.
Please excuse me.
We'll try that. Well, you can just get to there.
Here.
You can get over here
Stepping by.
and whack at him. Nice. So I have also heard of a bug where enemies don't end their turn. Or combat simply does
Ready
not
for
end.
orders.
On your
Right.
word.
Let's end this. Nice. That is a hefty amount of experience points. And that was also extremely dangerous. We have some gold skates, musical bones, and rotted food. Not rotten food, rotted. Very important, that. Now, we are going to want to do something about this in the very near future because
Here.
one of our companions is badly hurting. We do have lots. There we go. And I did see some kind of oh no, it's just a blue. I'm no fool. Oh, we will take this, in case we get some kind of magician. Or magic Ian, as it is. Right. I should not go any closer to that. That looked like it was about to trigger a cutscene or something. That big freeze there was like very suspicious. Okay, we're in here now. I presume we're going to sneak around here. There's something to see up there on our side. But I do also need to keep track of the time, which I haven't been doing because the last episode ran a little bit long. Came to a very large file size and meant that it would take quite a long time to upload if I hadn't shrunk it down. So there may have been some loss of quality in the previous episode, and I do apologise for that. I'm going to push this out of the way. Go on. So now it's possible to get back here again near the beginning. Hear those voices again. That is very bad. There's a person burning in here. Not just burnt, but burning. That is really bad. We don't want to be in that cage, or a cage like that getting... Oh, that's bad. Okay. Let's pick some flowers. Alguin's gate key required. I suspect Alguin is... Oh, hello. You're right there, mate.
Stay in the camp.
Do I know you?
All quiet for now.
Well, okay. We appear to be safe here. Let's save our progress. Apparently regaining a little health. Who are you? I cannot talk to you. Don't tell me this is the old guild.
Down my old dad at a gallop. Ashamed to say, I kept running.
And once again, the blue sparkly things are the only things we can interact with, which is unfortunate. It's a little too obvious. Hello. Are you alright in here? No, he looks hurt. I wish... Well, I believe that's her, sounding truly distraught at the state this fellow's in. They could be brother and sister. You never can tell these days. However... Hello, Mary!
What do you want?
Apparently I want to do a terrible Scottish accent, but I'll do my best not to.
Forgive me, my bile. 'Tis not you who have stirred it, but these cursed clods who broke my best lute and battered me with their oafish fists. If you need an instrument, I have a few I am willing to sell. I am trying to raise enough coin to return to the Everwood. The venture has not so far been a success.
I don't have a lot of money, and more important, I don't have the training to use a better instrument yet. But who would do such a thing to you?
A mob, fevered by the Fatherites.
Ooh.
They accused me of trying to lure some badish boy into the shadows, then set upon me with fist and boot. Had not a fellow adventurer been passing, I've no doubt I would have hung from their tree. Fortunately, a dwarf named Dalgleish saw my peril and dragged me to safety, taking many blows himself. I am in his debt.
I see. Well, let's see what you got anyway.
Not the finest instruments you'll ever find. Just a few I've acquired over the years. Please.
Alright, that is quite a selection of instruments. Now, we already have some bones, so we can probably sell that. Where would shofar? So far, show here. Again, I'm probably going to change the screen resolution to something a bit smaller because the text does not scale to screen resolution. Splintered harp, weathered. Okay. But we can sell these, right? Inspect or destroy. No, what do I do? Just drag it across? Yes, I do. Okay. So I can't really afford any of these things. That sounds important.
May you have better fortune than your fair friend Mary.
Alright. Who else can we... He is! Farmer Killip again.
Aye?
Well, good to see you made it safely.
Cabbage?
Oh God.
Carrots? Potatoes?
I think he may have undergone some horrific brain experimentation by the Fatherites, attempting to render him incapable of thinking of anything beyond his simple trade.
Cabbage, carrots, and potatoes.
Well, okay then.
Aye.
We have... Oh, nice. That'll be much needed. Resa, is it?
Welcome, friend.
I'm over here. You're kind of looking weirdly past my shoulder there.
I'm Resa, and this is Palafax. How can we help you?
Well, I don't rightly know. Who is Palafax?
My bold, brave husband. Always manages to find trouble where no one else can. Good thing for a guard, I suppose. Not so easy on his wife, though. Well, at least we're in trouble together this time.
Indeed, so it would seem. How did the two of you come to be down here? Actually, how would be more Irish, wouldn't it?
It was all chaos here when the attack started, so somebody had to organise. Me and Palafax here, my husband, we started finding blankets and food for the rest and keeping watch as best we could. Not doing too bad so far, but there's more folk coming in every day. It'll get worse before it gets better.
I almost think I recognise her accent. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to be like, oh yeah, it's a Scots accent. Yeah, I know. No, I mean in particular, I'm thinking of an actress. It's not Ella, Ramsay's wife. James's wife from Ramsay Nesbitt. It's someone else. That's going to eat away at me now. Oh well.
New folks arriving here every day, driven out of their homes by monsters or paladins or what have you, and they all need to eat and sleep. Oh, I haven't much, but we share what we have. If you need food, it's there. A place to lie down, the houses across the way are safe, and if you're wounded, get in that line there. We'll see to you as soon as we can.
Okay, so these two are basically here to... They're organising things and making sure everyone's coping, is the best way to put it.
Help out if you can. We need it.
Alright, Palafax was it?
Poor folk. More every day.
Hey, I'm
Where
over
we gonna
here.
fit 'em all?
Well, that's a good question.
If you need food and healing, see my wife here, Resa. If you need a blade or some leather on your back, see me. And if you're fit enough, we could use some help holding back the darkness, as the city watch ain't likely to help us down here.
Now, I understand I should be able to start creating new characters soon and adding them to the party. I think it's a party of 4 or 6. You know what? Yeah, you sound a bit cut up about this.
And why shouldn't I be? Was with them for 30 years until this Henred becomes bishop of the Fatherites. Then all of a sudden being Einar is a sin, fired for worshipping the wrong gods, took my house and tried to burn poor Raisa as a witch. Pooh! Spent half my life arresting the rats that lived in Skarra Brae below, and now I'm down here helping them. Oh, it's a funny old world, eh?
So according to the game manual, the Einar are a human ethnicity. They're basically Vikings. You got the Bainish, Bayred, whatever it is, are the normal Scots people. The Einar are more like Vikinger folk, and then there's a third human ethnicity who are kind of like the Kelti or the Picti, more like the Picts, in a way.
I've got some likely lads patrolling the camp, but what we really need is some hardy souls to go into the dark and clear some streets. Things seem to be breeding in there. Horrible things.
So we're down here hiding from the Fatherites in some kind of sewers. It looks like the people have just built one city on top of another over the years. This was a good place to be, and they just built on top. What about your wife?
Raisa's my wife. Met her at her father's tavern. Oh, she wouldn't look at me at first, but then, well, I guess she got used to me. I won't find a kinder person in all of Keith. I don't know how I got so lucky.
Now I know they're pushing this whole Scottish identity here, but as an Einar, they could have given him a different accent. Sound like a man who'd sailed from across the seas or something.
Have a look.
All right then, we'll do. Ooh, we got arrows. And there's nothing in the second one. Buckler. Okay, if we had a warrior, they could use this. Ooh. Ooh. Who is Mothrin? Ah, made of Mothrin steel. Okay, so it's the material. Alright then. Now, he's supposed to be using a shillelagh. Splintered shillelagh. And I don't know how long we're going to have him. Oakheart shillelagh, Oakheart shillelagh. Way out of our price range, that's for sure.
Aye.
Basically, we want to get that extra party member soon.
Thanks for looking.
Now, I would feel bad about taking all the food from this table, but I'm going to go ahead and presume that that's all the food she's willing to let us take, and she has many more supplies available for other people. Now, what about you, my fine friend? Father Wilfred?
Do not fear me, friends. I beg you. Yes, I am a Fatherite, but I no longer take orders from Bishop Henred or any of his compatriots. It is they who are not Fatherites, for they have abandoned the Sword Father's tenets. Thus, I have broken with them and come here to this refuge to do what a priest must always do. Help the helpless and teach those who wish to learn.
Well, that's very kind and conscientious of you. I'm just going to check. Yep, I'm still recording. That's all good. What do you think of Bishop Henred?
He did not seem so terrible when first he arrived. Ambitious, yes, but still compassionate and with a keen intellect that was never satisfied. Then slowly his mind became less flexible, his fears more consuming and his compassion reserved only for his own kind. Where once the temples helped all, Henred ordered that only the faithful be fed and all others be turned away. It only got worse from there, as you know, and I now fear he has lost his sanity entirely.
So, the man became more fanatical after taking up his position.
I was reprimanded for aiding a dwarf. And when I defended myself, Henrid demanded I give up my ministry. I left without looking back. But I haven't left the true church. Only Henrid's church, which is not and shall never be mine.
Yeah, I've seen the dwarfs in this game. They're not very small. They're pushing human size.
The Sword Father was a man once, a king of Lestras who valiantly drove out foreign invaders and sacrificed himself for the security of his people. Such was his honor and goodness that he became a god upon his death, and his daughter, known as the Blessed Lady, an all-merciful goddess. Together they watch over mankind, the Father inspiring them in times of trouble, the Blessed Lady comforting them when the storm has passed.
So if the worshippers of the Father are the Fatherites, the worshippers of the Blessed Lady, would they be they wouldn't be ladyites. What would they be? I don't know. Ladyboys? Nah. Well, we'll find out later, I suppose. Now, I'm not going to ask about learning of the holy arts, because we might gain a new party member more appropriate to such a task.
Well, I do what I can. Healing, comforting, feeding, advising. If you are sick or wounded, I will be happy to help you.
Alright, well, we'll move on for now.
Bless you, friends.
And we'll see what else we can find down here.
Stay still. You must rest.
Now, I see this over here. Missing cog, simple cog required. And then it could be moved around. Okay, I'm just going to push that back. I'm going to presume this is locked. And that mechanism there can open it. But to do so, we're going to have to find an item. Alright. We've interacted with everyone here that we can. Now, what is this through here?
Here we are. I told Orwell not to let anybody in who didn't give him the Wildland whistle.
Uh-oh. You just learned your first Song of Exploration. Songs of Exploration can affect the world in many different ways. First, bring up the party bar. Next, reveal your abilities. Finally, select the Wildland whistle to play it and open the door to the Adventurers Guild.
Give it a try.
Well, I'd absolutely love to, but first of all, there's a lot of notices. You, leather armor, 2 daggers. Me, full plate. Battling goblins. Great slaying with you. Want to take it to the next level? Ask for McNair at the guild. If you have been separated from your kin during the recent troubles, leave notes for them here. Loot tuning and lessons available at reasonable prices. Years of experience learning the art of singing inspiring tales for your group. Well now, I could go there.
Now's the perfect time. Everybody's out of their houses, left all their valuables behind.
That looks like trouble. Pray to the shrine of Michael Cranford. I know not of who this Michael Cranford is, but he was clearly someone of great importance. And this is also blocked. We've got to have a way. I wonder if this song can do it. Oh well. Let us stand in the blue circle. Abilities. Wildland something covered by the dots.
That's the tune! Welcome, friend. Hello, Rabbie. Glad to see you in one piece.
Oh, we actually get to go inside. I thought we were just going to be like, you know, interact with the door to use a load of guild functions. And this haircut on this woman behind the bar, we keep seeing it. As I said, whatever barber created that haircut must have made a killing before the others caught on and started trying to copy it. Because virtually every NPC in the game seems to have it.
1 minute. I gotta make a little speech. And this time, I hope we won't be interrupted. All friends, lend me your ears a moment. Well, friends, seems the Fatherites have decided to wipe us adventurers out once and for all. Not sure if they really think we're behind all the murder and mayhem that's been plaguing Skarra Brae, or if they just want a scapegoat. But either way, if we ever want to live in peace again, we have to prove to those bastard sword priests that we're not the enemy. And the best way to do that is to bring them the enemy. Now, I'm sending messengers to the elves and dwarves to petition their help in this. That help, however, may be long in coming. So we need a few brave souls here and now, willing to hunt down whoever's behind this terror and deliver them to the priests. Not just to save Skarra Brae, not just to save the Adventurers Guild, but to save the lives of all the elves, dwarves, trow, adventurers, outcasts, and practitioners of magic in Caith. So, any volunteers? Well, you know where I'll be when you make up your mind.
Well, Rabbie's not going to be part of the party anymore, that's pretty much for certain. It's just her now. Do we get to talk to any of you? Well, I'm gonna go interact with this just to save. And now, no ID required for half-elves. Okay, wonderful. Sir Stephen of Denlia. That looks like a Y. It's probably a G.
Hello, friends.
Hello?
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Sir Stephen of Dengler. Can't talk long. Black Hawk and I are flying off to Lestras soon.
Oh, really? How nice for you.
That's right, flying. I ride on the back of a great hawk, crossing land and sea as easy as others cross the street. It's always been a dream of mine to circumnavigate the world, and I'm well on my way.
Had a few drinks, have you?
Black Hawk is the name of my Black Hawk. Yes, he's a big old bird. Wings wider than the gates of Skarra Brae. Have him perched on top of Kyralan's tower right now. But you can't see him. Oh no, I made him invisible so he won't scare the populace.
Something tells me this will actually be a plot point later on and we'll get to fly away on the bird to a faraway place.
See you soon.
You never can tell these days.
Ah, I knew you'd come forward, hero. Now, listen. Seems the raid on the Adventurers Guild was just one attack among many today. There's atrocities happening all over Skarra Brae. And Dalgleish, Ringneck and the Green Lady, who you met during the fighting, have gone to look into some of them. I promised I'd send help if I could find any. Would you look for them and give them a hand?
Well, aye. Whoa! Alright, alright. Who the hell is Ringneck?
Ha! Ringneck's a collector, I'll call him. Likes shiny things. He was looking into a kidnapping in Wellbottom, the trow camp here in Skarra Brae below. I'd look for him first, as Wellbottom's nearby. Then he can help you find the others.
Good to know.
This is the old town. The original Skarra Brae. When the mad god Tarzan attacked it with fire and storm a century and a half ago, the earth shook so the muddy hills around the town flowed down and buried it to the gables. Ever since, the poor and outcast and outlaw have been digging it out again, little by little, making a home in the dark.
A century and a half ago? Hate to say it, man, but there's a body in a cage outside that's still burning.
Now, there's not much more to tell. I can never remember any details of where or how. I just know the troubles we're having now will end when you end them. And somehow, you'll end me too. I only wish I knew why.
What about Dalgleish?
Dalgleish is a dwarf smith and a long-time protector of Skarra Brae. Someone's been attacking his clients, and he fears it's because he's investigating these terrors. He was off just before the raid to lie in wait for the devils at a client's stall in Skarra Brae above.
You know, he's got a surname for a first name, but he's also got the nearest thing to a name of all three of them. Word names everywhere, I swear.
She's an elf who dedicated herself to caring for the poorest in Skarra Brae. She'd heard some rumours of elves luring children away from their families, like in the old tales. She went above ground to learn the truth of it.
Well, all right then. I'd better go look for him.
If you need some kit, peek in those crates. Won't do to go around defenceless in days like these.
All right. You've leveled up. Each time your adventurers level up, they earn a skill point. Spend your skill points in your skill tree to grow in power, learn new abilities, and train to use new gear. Open your skill tree by pressing K or right-click and choosing... Okay, K for skills. Skills. What have we in here? Ooh, another helmet. Just what I always wanted. And... Alright. Apprentice hood. Well, we're getting a deployable barricade. Interesting. Thistle seed. Might be usable in crafting. Can I step over to here and say hello? Ah, yeah, I can.
If you want something, spit it out. No time for any hemming and hawing.
So I understand that I will gain mercenary tokens, which I can use to hire newly created characters.
Aside from listening to Jackdaw and Numpties, I hire out sell swords to them that can afford it. Are you in the market? Oh,
not right now,
nothing
though.
is it? Wasting my time.
Ah, another weary soul.
Bricktop? That sounds disturbing. And I was wrong about the hair. Okay.
Not many creature comforts yet here at the new guild, but Granny Goodnight and I managed to put a few kegs in a barrow as we were running out. So, how about a drink?
Another word name.
Didn't make it. Poor soul. Paladin got her before I could get him. No half the barkeep she was, but I'll do my best.
What do you know about the guild for now, then?
In the old days, the guild was out in the open. A place for treasure hunters, sell swords, and practitioners to find work and tell tall tales. These days, it's the last refuge for anyone who doesn't fit into the Fatherites' narrow little world. Mages, rogues, folk of the old races. They can all have a drink and know they're not going to have any trouble. Well, they could until tonight.
I see. I'm not going to go buying booze just
Happy
yet.
drinking, friend.
Can I go up these stairs and down those stairs? Yes, I can. Hello, friend. You've probably got something I can't afford.
Oh, there. I don't suppose you'd be interested in buying or selling a soul now, would you?
I'm sorry, what?
Lar is the name. Lar of Rivellon, at your service.
Wait, isn't Rivellon the world of the Divine Divinity games and Divinity Original Sin, Divinity Original Sin 2?
That's right.
Probably going to regret
Usually
asking.
do brisk business, but not having much luck here.
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask about that.
Nice talking with you.
Just maybe. Adventurer's Celestial Almanac. Absolutely. Is there a... No. No. Well, I can turn it round. Aha. Scent of wine, taste of ale, secret signs, secret tales. If I have wine, and if I have ale, I do not. But it could really be that simple for this one. I will be checking out the bar shortly. Let's look at the Special K. Kellogg's Special K. Fills you up with... Okay, so maximum spell points +1. They seem to be learnt. Okay, let's... Music. Rabble Rouse and Novice. Rhyme of Duo Time. That's very nice. Troubadour. Wayland's Watch. Okay, yeah, I can see that being fun. Shrink down enemies. War Chanter Novice. Kale's Rudiment Stance. All enemies who strike you and nearby projectiles. Okay, so that's a beat back. That's prickly. That burns people who tries to hurt us. Novice Minstrel. Spell Song. 1 point to all nearby. Okay, okay. Let's have a look at attack. Strength. Okay, Swordsman. Axeman. Bludgeon. Critical hit swords, critical hit axes, and critical hit bludgeons. Okay. Light armor, leather armor. You know, she is going to be on her own. Having an armor skill would be really useful. And lesser draft of power. Elixir of Focus, Battle Ready, 1 spell point, 25%. Okay. Tonic of Armor, alright. Battle Brewer. Elven Wine. You know, it's wine. Ah, we have 3 skill points. I was trying to only spend 1. Right, in that case... Let us learn this. And some light armor training. There we go. Alright. Well, this will be a vast improvement. Let's just pop that on there. And now she's wearing similar gear to what Rabbie was wearing. Padded boots. Nothing really? Okay, well we'll put those on. Nice. So now she can scamper around a bit more in combat. And we can even pop one of these helmets on her, which does not appear. These character models were originally intended to be used in the combat on the combat grid, but now they don't. The camera is going to pull back and zoom out. Doesn't happen now. The developers changed their mind, decided it looked a bit too cheesy, and didn't go with it in the end. Could go with a sword instead of a hatchet. I suspect that would be more to do with the skills we're using. Wait. Crafting. Elven wine requires what? Fermented spirit. Okay then. And ale, is there ale as well? Maybe we should go and check down at the bar. But hello you. Who are you?
Welcome to Roscoe's. But I want you to know this is not the Emporium. I'm only here selling this rubbish because the Emporium has been flattened by a giant and occupied by trow. Now, how can I help you?
Well, if it's rubbish, might as well have a look at it. But who are you?
Yes, the seventh of that name, and the first, Fian helped me, to abandon the store. Even in the aftermath of Tarjan's destruction, my ancestors kept the doors open, while I'm a disgrace to the name. The rarest, most exclusive collection of magical and mystical items, elixirs and ingredients ever assembled in Skarra Brae, now pounded into rubble and occupied by trow mercenaries who are ambushing every poor practitioner who comes through the door looking for me. It is an intolerable situation. My reputation and... Oh, just a moment. I don't suppose you... Oh, but of course you would. What adventurer wouldn't?
Maybe.
Ah, well, when I escaped the Emporium, I happened to take with me a lantern of illusion. If you could drive out the trow that currently occupy the Emporium, then set the lantern on the hook outside the door, it will make the place impossible for undesirables to find until I can return and clean it up a bit. After that, if you find yourself in need of best quality magical merchandise, why, I would gratefully sell it to you for a deep, deep discount. What do you say?
That sounds rather excellent, although I should probably do it after gathering my associates.
Excellent. Then here is the lantern, and here is the location of the Emporium. Be careful, though. There are a lot of trow there, and they aren't the friendly sort.
Here is the location of the Emporium. What is this thing here that keeps moving up when his thumb on his left hand moves? That is really dodgy.
Thank you for coming to Roscoe's. Please, come again.
Well, I'm going to check with the barmaid to see if she can sell us some ale. Or the thing I need to make the wine, which was some kind of spirits. Elven wine, fermented spirit. Got it.
Ahoy, Gildy.
Why am I looking at her from so low down?
What you have?
What have you got?
Selection's getting better now.
Alright, let's see. Trout squeezins, water, elven wine. Oh, come on, we can just probably buy that. Shepherd's pie. Oh, nice. Well, it depends. Oh, what do you put meat in it for? You can spoil it. Tea. Oh, it tastes like tea. Tropical drink. Tropical drink. Really now, interesting. More rotten food. Lots of rotten food for sale, I see. Sugar. Grain. Interesting. A book to tell you how to make a sandwich. Wow. That's amazing. I'm really tempted. Sod it. I'm going to buy one. Not two! Alright, how do I split? One and one. Come on. There we go. That's better.
Happy drinking, friend.
Right. I'm not going to experiment upstairs just yet, but what I will do is pop outside, and suffer a long loading screen, and then I'll probably be ending the episode soon, actually. It seems like as good a time as any. Plus, hey, it's kind of... I should have saved now heading out rather than going in, but oh well. What a delightfully repetitive and rather recognisable load screen this is. Eventually it will soon fade away when the Triskel of dots has continued its clockwise rotation. Seriously, they need to do something about these load times. This is getting a bit silly. Oh dear. Yep, still loading. And the same message about cabbages as well. Food for everyone. Of course, it would be nice to have an everyone to begin with, and that would involve finding our three compatriots. I might want to go back and ask about them again. Because I can't quite... No, I can just go back and listen to the video, can't I? Come on, load screen. Oh, hey, there we go. Finally. Man, they really could do with optimizing those load screens a bit. Hey, I see you in there. You look rather important. Are these just windows? I'm not sure. And I'm kind of inclined to press on.
Now's the perfect time. Everybody's out of their houses, left all their valuables behind.
But what about the monsters? What if we get ate?
We'll be careful, that's all. And if we're caught, well, I run faster than you, so that's all right.
Aye, that's no funny.
If only we had someone capable of using a lockpick here. I have no idea what that did. You're not going to let us through? Ow. Well then, this is as good a place to leave it as any. Hopefully, I'll have somewhere to go next time. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm going to leave it here. We've found ourselves a nice little hideout that we can adventure from, and we will have places to go and things to do. But for now, I hope you've all enjoyed this episode. I know I've been a little light on words at some times, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, and cheerio!